4th graders, Miss Ellingson here. Today I'm just going to go over with you some parts of 11.4. Like I said and Miss Wolf said, we don't have protractors. Well, you guys don't have them at home, so it makes this lesson really hard to teach. If you have one at home, I encourage you to try drawing and measuring angles. But for those of you who don't, we're going to modify this lesson. We're going to change it up a little bit so that you're able to do most of it. This is what a protractor looks like for those of you who have never seen one before, or as one of my students accidentally called it, a thermometer. Tricky, I know. You'll see there's a dot right here in the middle of it. That dot is where you would line it up on the vertex. So if you remember, the vertex of the angle is this right here where my finger is. This is the vertex where the two rays meet. So what you would do is you would put the dot, line it up with the clear dot here, and then if you can see there's numbers right here, and it helps you to measure the angle. So wherever, when you put the dot on, wherever the angle lines up, whatever number it says, that's the angle measure. So if you go to 621 in your math book, that is the beginning of 11.4, it asks you to draw an angle that measures exactly 70 degrees. Now, I know you don't have a protractor, so I drew for you an angle that is 70 degrees up here, so you can use mine for reference. We have, it's kind of hard to see, but I labeled it A up here, B down here, and C over here. Remember that when you have angle A, B, C, whatever letter is in the middle, that's the letter that has to be your vertex point. So B has to be in the middle, has to be my vertex point. This is 70 degrees. Think about what kind of angle is this? Is it obtuse, acute, right, or straight? Think about it for a second. If you said acute, you are correct. You know that a 70-degree angle is less than 90 degrees, which is how we know that it is an acute angle. So, what this says is once you've drawn A, B, C, step number 2 says cut out ABC. Now, because you aren't drawing it, I drew it for you. I will do this on the board. So it says cut it into 2 parts, begin cutting at the vertex. Here's the vertex, and cut between the rays. So I would cut between the rays, basically splitting them in half. It almost looks like a paper airplane if you're looking at it that way. So if I split 70 degrees in half, that means 70, half of 70 is, I hope you thought in your head 35. So this would be 35 degrees and 35 degrees because we split the angle in half. Does that make sense? We're splitting the angle that was 70 degrees into 2 pieces. So on D, when it says record the measures, let's just say that those measures were 35 and 35 based on how I cut it. So on E, letter E, go to letter E on your text. It says part plus part equals whole. So what it's saying is sorry, I know it's hard to tell, I hope you're able to see it, but if you see how it says part plus part equals whole. So our 2 parts are going to equal the whole of the angle. So before we split it up, we said that the angle equaled 70. That was our whole. So I'm going to put 70 right here. That was our whole. Now we split it up into 2 parts. I hope you can see that. We split it up into 2 parts, 35 and 35 because we split it in half. So here's 35 degrees, your degree sign, plus 35 degrees, your degree sign. 35 plus 35, sorry, I'll make it bigger for you. Sorry, it's so hard to see. 35 degrees plus 35 degrees equals 70 degrees. If that makes sense. So the part plus the part that we split in half equals the whole, which is 70 degrees. This was a 70-degree angle. That should complete for you page 621. We are going to flip to page 623. So I'm going to end this video right now as long as you have the first page and you're understanding it. Watch the next video for 623, page 623. We'll go through that.